It's another episode, people. How did I get in this room? Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming back. So we did a little thing a couple of weeks ago. We went to the Round Top Film Festival, as you guys know, in beautiful Round Top, Texas, and
it was beautiful.
It was beautiful, and we got a lot of great moments with casts and actors and just all sorts of different people. Well, I guess cast are actors, but you know what I mean. 40 films, documentaries, features, the whole 9 yards. I loved it. I know you loved it. Our team loved it.
I loved it. We all loved it. It was so special. And what you'll see, what we gathered from our interviews is just the magic of this community. A population of 86, now +2, so now it's going to be 88, because at least you and I will be there more.
It's growing.
It's the setting for storytelling. It puts everybody at ease. They just felt comfortable sharing the stories behind the
it's
films.
a cool little town, and we're really happy that they invited us to be part of it for the film festival. So you guys got to see some of it in part 1. This is part 2. So Saturday night, really, for the most part, was all about a movie called Sheepdog, which delves it's a deep dive into a story we've heard before, right, of veterans coming home from conflicts or finishing their service to their country and kind of being forgotten or not having the tools and the support to deal with the trauma that they've gone through. And I think that this might end up being a movie that a lot of people are talking about within a very short time. But we got to work the red carpet and spend a good chunk of time with the actors.
Yeah, and I'm new to this world, but I have to say, and as we've recapped from that really special weekend, we pulled a lot of emotion from these folks. This is a movie with a lot of passion. It's a passion project. It's a movie for a cause, and I think, as much as a lot of times on our show we want to be funny and silly, at the same time I want to make sure that people know this is a serious movie. It should be taken seriously. I feel like they're going to the Oscars, and I keep telling Stephen Graham,
the director,
writer,
actor,
producer, everything.
Yeah.
I said, don't forget the little people. It was just truly incredible to be
and
in their presence.
And he said on camera that he wouldn't. Anyway, so we got the main members of the cast on camera on the red carpet, and we didn't put a lot of edits into this because we wanted you guys to just kind of get the feel of what the night was like. Check it out, Sheepdog.
Fan of yours.
Thank you.
We're supposed to cut it to the point, but I just have to say it's so incredible to have you here in Texas. And
it's so good to be here.
Round Top, such a special place. What does that mean to you?
It's so wonderful here. It's almost like it's not real. I mean, it's just impossibly charming and friendly. It's a perfect place for a film festival. So I'm already trying to manipulate my way into being on the jury next year. But I think then we'd come. Nick and I would come like a little bit early, or stay later, because you just want to explore around here. It's really beautiful.
Did
really
you shop
nice.
today?
No, I didn't have any time. But however, I got a present from my honey.
Oh, look!
Yeah, for Candyman. So so I'm carrying a little bit of Tony with me on the carpet.
We're sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this film, because already garnering amazing critical acclaim. How are you feeling right now about that?
Well, it's a really important film, and our Gold Star family, some are here, and the vets that have seen the film, they let us know that we got it right, or the filmmaker, I should say. Stephen really got it right, and we just want to get it out there for people to see and experience. And the best thing about the festival is, you can see it on the big screen the way they intended it. And it's a film for everybody. It's really, really good. I'm super proud of it.
So special. And do we think, what's your feeling on the veterans' response to it? Do you feel loved and like a warm hug, or
We've gotten a lot of support from veterans. It personally means a lot to me, but I know that the guys they've been working on this for 12 years. And they spent a lot of time making sure that they got it right with their blessing. And then when you feel the reaction from the audience, it's really hard not to shed a tear, and you just want to hug everybody. And it's very, very moving. And it's just so important. I feel like they're not making movies like this, like movies about people, and I'm
humanity and just like mental health awareness. It's something that should be a common part of conversation. I feel like sometimes we always want to be like everything's okay. When it's not.
That's all right. A good time popcorn movie. I'm one of those. I'm in that audience too. But this has more to it than that, and it's very uplifting. It's such a hopeful message, and don't let that keep you from seeing it. It has such a hopeful message, but it does, and so our little band of artists will travel far and wide just to get it seen. If that's what we have to do, that's what we'll do for them, not for us.
Hey,
well, welcome.
like your glasses.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Coming from a gentleman as yourself, I will take that. A stylish gentleman, yeah.
News is cool. So tell us what's cool about Texas. What's cool about being in Round Top?
What's cool about the location?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of analogous to Sundance in a way where it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but not in the middle of nowhere. It's not near any cities, like you may just say. So it's got that great vibe. It's got that great sort of isolated vibe when you're at the festival. Small community of folks that are, this first year seem to be very supportive.
Sure.
Seems to be great. Yeah.
Let's talk
I'm
about
enjoying Round Top.
Well, we're enjoying Round Top. We're enjoying you in Round Top, though. Let's talk about this film. Already garnering incredible critical acclaim. What drew you to the project?
Steven sent me the script, and I just thought it was great. I really connected to the character, and I wanted to work with Steven. And so I said yes, and I don't regret it at all.
You've had an amazing career up until this point, and a lot more to come, obviously.
Yeah.
What do you want folks to take away from this film?
Wow. For those that they may find need support, who've been veterans, try to be compassionate and try to allow them the space to get their feet back on the ground. It's one of those films about loss and then regaining yourself, losing yourself, in battle, and then coming back and having to, engage in the global community once you return, and that's much more difficult than it seems. So the support of persons that you may know who are veterans or have been veterans.
So if you could summarize your character in 3 words, what would it be?
3 words. I would say person dealing with loss is first. That's 4 words, but
that's okay. We're not counting. We're not good at math here.
That sums it
I'm
up,
being
right?
succinct.
That sums it up, man.
You do you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. That's
it's
fantastic.
great meeting you guys.
It's great meeting you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, looking forward to seeing the film come award season.
Yo, we hope.
Hey.
Yeah.
Fingers
Our
crossed.
vote's on you.
Such a pleasure, man.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we've been on the festival circuit since September, and from Boston to Indianapolis to Minneapolis to Naples, the response from the audiences has been just so emotional and visceral and so impactful. So the critical acclaim is definitely appreciated, but the audience reaction is everything to us, because our mission with this film is, we've all said is, if we can save a single life with this movie, it'll be the greatest Hollywood success story. And I really mean that.
What does it mean to you to be part of a founding member, I guess, of a new film festival?
I mean, it's overwhelming because it's such an honor, and we just want to we just want to deliver on this beautiful movie to everybody that included us in this festival. It's been amazing. I mean, from like all the town folk here have welcomed us with open arms, and it's been so warm, and and our entire cast and crew, that people and veterans that have flown all over the country to be with us tonight, to help mark this historic event, just means the world to us, and we couldn't be more grateful to be here.
Talk about the cast.
Okay. Vondi Curtis Hall, he's a revelation in this movie. He's Oscar worthy. His heart and soul is on the screen. He plays a Vietnam veteran, and represents a large group of people in this country that have felt for years, generations, that they haven't had a voice. And my God, does he stick the landing. Virginia Madsen, she plays my trauma therapist in the film. And I mean, I fell in love with Virginia's work when I saw her in Sideways, and I remember meeting her on a red carpet actually at the Critics' Choice Awards, and I thought to myself, one day I'm going to work with her, and here we are. And I mean, she's just breathtaking in the film. Her character was a culmination of the countless hours that I spent working with neuropsychologists, neurologists, trauma therapists. I was role-playing at the VA in Detroit for years. So shout out to the Detroit VA for helping me out on this, and you trusted me, and I'm very grateful. And Virginia embodies all of that work in her character, and I think it's a game changer, her performance.
Okay.
I'll tell you really quickly too. Matt Dallas, he plays my best friend in the film, Daryl Sparks. Matt gained, I'm gonna get a little emotional here. Matt gained 47 pounds to play this character, and he's so incredibly heartbreaking with just a simple smile in the film. And I genuinely think it's his best work, and I know he's very proud of it. And lastly, I'll say Dominic Famusa, who plays my former hockey coach in the film. I mean, Dominic, it was just such a pleasure to work with. I mean, we were able to riff so much. I mean, his character shows my character the tough love that he needed from the very beginning. And I think, his character in the film, his nickname is Coach O. And I think that everybody needs a Coach O in their life.
Oh, I love that. Can I ask you one last question? If there was a how did I get in this room moment, like where you are, you're on the red carpet.
I know, you're going to make me cry.
Can you? That's my goal. Keep going.
No.
Cry.
I got to save that till later. I mean, it's so surreal, and I just all I genuinely care about is I hope that we're able to honor the service and sacrifice of our service members, our active duty, our veterans, of every conflict, of every generation, all of our mental health workers. It takes a village. And so this moment for me is not about me, it's about all of those people that have given so much. And I just hope to make them proud.
Yeah.
So,
Stephen, thanks so much.
thank you.
Good
so
luck.
much.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Right.
So welcome to Texas. What do you think of Round Top?
That's incredible. It's beautiful. I love how quiet and peaceful it is, and it's sort of an oasis. It feels awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Let's talk about the movie because it's such an impactful film. What brought you to this project?
Well, I agree. It is impactful. I read it. My agent sent me the script, and then I got on a Zoom with Stephen, the writer-director star, and I've been lucky enough to be a part of a bunch of military stuff, and I always jump at the chance because, to your point, it's really important, and I think we need to get the word out about what's going on with these guys and help them any way we can. We owe them such a great debt of gratitude, and it's just always an honor to be a part of it. But so, the stuff these guys go through, the things we ask of them, it's so intense, and we just got to get behind them. Doesn't matter where you're from, all walks of life, red, blue. We got to just get behind these people because they're doing the work that is honorable, and what we ask of them is such a sacrifice. And these are the men and women who run toward the fire, and that's special. That's a special quality, and we gotta make sure we get the word out and thank them for that. Take care of them.
So what do you think down south? Did you enjoy your stay?
I've been loving it here. It's my first time to Round Top, and this town is so cute. Hopefully I'll be back at the next one, the next one, and the next one.
We like to hear it.
But I'll say, Texas has been so good to us on this project. We've been working on this for 13 years, and Texas has always shown us so much love. So to be here tonight, showing this movie, and with this crowd is I tell you, it is, I think, my favorite of all the festivals and screenings we've done so far. It's been pretty special.
You just mentioned that this is a movie that's been more than a decade in the making.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so Stephen initially brought this to me 13 years ago in 2011. We were working on a Western together, and he said, I have this idea for a script about veterans coming home and reacclimating to society, and there's a role I want you to play, but I don't have a script yet. I don't even have a story. But the caveat is you have to go on the road with me for 3 months and tour the country and just meet with as many veterans and PTSD clinicians and doctors and families as we can get in front of. And that's what we did. We actually did another one a couple years later and then spent the rest of a decade just developing the screenplay.
Oh, lovely. I mean, I think it's so special. Mental health awareness is so important in this time, in this age, and what we're dealing with in America.
Absolutely.
So what do you want audiences to see from this film or gather from the film?
So for me, this is obviously a veteran's story, and it deals a lot with PTS and trauma and the journey to healing. But to me, it really is a universal story because anybody who's experienced trauma, I think that this provides a lot of hope, and it lets you know that you are not alone and that you really matter. And so I hope that message will resonate with anyone who sees the film.
So obviously a passion project for you and Stephen for all this time. How do you feel about all the critical acclaim that it's garnered so far?
Oh man, it's been really special. It's been so moving to be able to tour with this film and get in front of audiences and see their reactions, especially so many of the veteran community come out and support. It has been, this film became so much more than just a movie. It really became a mission for us, and to see this sort of open arms that we've received from the community has been unlike anything.
Well, congratulations. I hope we're seeing you just clean up during award season.
Oh, we hope
Already
so.
cleaning
Thank
up.
you.
Don't forget the little people.
No, you're not. We're coming back to Round Top.
Yeah,
back.
keep coming back to Round Top, please.
All right, we love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. My favorite part is that we asked them all, what did you think about Round Top? Well, obviously, I loved talking to them about everything they had to say, but Round Top was this setting, right? This really cool, vibe, this first ever film festival there, and everybody was like, I love this.
They loved it as much as we did. We had a good time.
We had a great time.
We enjoyed the whole experience.
Yeah, I got to wear my cowboy hat, so I was. I get to take that stupid hat out once a year for rodeo, and I got to wear it in Round Top, man. I was like, I am wearing that hat no matter what happens.
I got to wear cowboy boots.
You bought boots.
I bought boots. The shopping was incredible. The
Shopping
food was incredible.
Shout
The
out to
cocktails-
Junk Gypsy.
Yeah, Junk Gypsy, we love you. I'm Queen of Heart
We're coming
boots.
back.
I'm coming back. I wish I was wearing them now. But
So a very serious and impactful movie. The cool thing was, unlike, and I've done red carpets before, I've done a lot of them, and they weren't rushing us through this. It was great that we got to just sit with the actors for almost 5 minutes each.
yeah.
That was pretty incredible.
No, it was wild. This again, and I hope that the viewers can appreciate this. Ruben, aka Ruben, aka Ruby,
You
however
get it,
you want
you
to
get
do
it by now.
He has done many of these red carpets, and for me, this was my first time.
You did
I didn't
good.
know what to expect,
You did
but
good.
to get
No
to,
ball cap next time.
Yeah, I did kind of like head bob. You know, you want to engage and show without
It
like
was a
stopping.
very cool
Yes.
hat.
It was
but
a
it
cool
kept
hat. Don't
popping
stop
into the-
believing.
it kept-
You can also
it kept-
interview people on the red
It
carpet.
says "Don't stop believing" on it. It kept popping into the frame. That's okay. Whatever.
Nonetheless,
You did great,
it was
though.
so cool to have 5 minutes with people that have put 11 years of work into one tiny project. I mean, that was so moving to me.
Yeah.
And, you know, I have ADHD, so my focus is like 5 minutes. So the fact that they wanted to share that story with us and gave us that time and gave us their emotion.
Well, they're
and-
super proud of it, obviously.
they're proud of it,
And
but
this-
it was cool to me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like draw a tear from you, but I see a little tear there.
I'm a very emotional person.
I think it's all the lights that need to be on you. Right now.
So, you know, as Stephen Graham talked about, they had veterans fly in from around the country for this, to be there for this premiere. And, you know, Virginia Manson talked about how much she loved being there. Vondi Curtis Hall talked about, you know, how incredible it was. And he says it's kind of like Sundance because it's in the middle of nowhere. But he meant that in the best
He
possible
meant
way.
that in the
Because you're not in
sweetest
some
way.
big city,
Yeah,
you know, you're not getting like crushed by, you know, media and stuff like that. It was really weird because it was a very small media group that was there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think everybody felt very relaxed, and the actors were very, you know, the directors and people were just really like very
It felt
open.
like you were talking over
Yeah,
like the dining
because
room table.
you were at a premiere in Austin. You were
Yes,
there for Film
yes,
Festival
yeah,
last month, or
yeah.
a couple of weeks ago, and you said it was very
Well,
like
there
1,
was-
2, 3, 4, 5.
There was a significant
2 minutes,
contrast.
keep moving. Yeah, it was very.
So I didn't know what to expect. Again, I'd been to the Austin Film Festival. I'd gone to a premiere and seen the red carpet, and it felt very, you know, it's still a really incredible movie, but it was very like succinct and kind of 2 minutes and move on, and the press was
Yeah.
leaning over. So this was much more of like a personal touch, and
Yeah.
I think
It was like hanging out.
it was hanging out. It was like you're on a bar stool and might pull up a bar stool and
Yeah.
come chat with us. And
Yeah.
I think that's what the founders of this festival want to capitalize on.
Yeah,
is
it's super
setting
smart.
that
Super
setting.
smart.
You know, it's a foreshadowing of the next Sundance.
Yeah, I think so. Even our interview from the first episode with Temple, you know.
Oh my God,
I mean,
Temple was
we
just
could have
like-
talked for 2 hours with him.
I had a blast. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Temple and I, after this, when I posted Temple,
Oh wait,
we had a
so
we have mutual friends.
because they were
It made me
honoring
feel
they
so
were
old.
honoring Richard Linklater, and they were at the film festival. They were screening Everybody Wants Some, and last night I'm just sitting there on Netflix. Was it on Netflix or Amazon? I don't know, but in my queue, and I didn't select this. You know, I'm scrolling like, boop, Everybody Wants Some, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Select that one.
Select.
I'm gonna watch
Select.
probably this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite question to Temple Baker though, well, because I'm new again. To
You got
interviewing
like
this-
30 seconds, so you better hurry
okay.
up.
How did he train to become the attractive drunk? And he was like, it takes a lot of practice.
takes
and
a
my
lot of
mother was
prac-
proud, and I was like, yes, I love that for you.
Winner. All right, but seriously, guys, Sheepdog, be looking for it. And when it gets into the theaters or you're able to see it in any streaming or any capacity, do so. That's it for us. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace. We're out of here.